أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم من همسه ونفخه ونفثه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله وكفى، والصلاة والسلام على حبيبه الذي اصطفى، وعلى آله وصحابته الأخيار الأوفى، والسلام على كل من اتبع الهدى. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. بجاه سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله، إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى. يا معلم آدم علمنا، ويا مفهم سليمان فهمنا. يا معلم آدم علمنا، ويا مفهم سليمان فهمنا. بكرامة وعلمك ما لم تكن تعلم، وكان فضل الله عليك عظيما. آمين. وبعد، الإخوان والأخوات المستمعين الأفاضل، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. A very good evening to everyone from here, and a very good moment to you wherever or whatever time it is that you are listening to this or watching this. So may the peace and blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be bestowed on us. Ameen. In continuation with our discussion on Hikam AtaiLlahi Al-Sakandari, so we are treating today, inshallah, Aphorism 19, to the 19th Aphorism out of the 246 aphorisms. We hope and pray bi'idhnillah to get to the end. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the permission and the health, the authority, and the whatever it takes to finish the project. Yeah, I do know that it's a big project that's supposed to be on the grant, but so we just do what we can, inshallah, and we ask Allah for His blessing and barakah over it. So today we are treating, inshallah, Aphorism 19. Today is 21st of Ramadan, 21 Ramadan, 1444 after Hijrah of the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, equivalent to the 12th of April 2023 CE. As it is the practice, we are going to see whether there are some words that call for attention. Then follow it by the literal translation, and also by the message, the whole thing. Then we follow it by the interpretation from Sheikh Abdul Majid Al-Sharnobi, inshallah. Okay, I'm have an issue with the video, so I pray and hope it works fine, inshallah. Okay. Okay, now it's working. Alhamdulillah. So I read the aphorism as does. لا تطلب منه أن يخرجك من حالة ليستعملك فيما سواها فلو أرادك لاستعملك من غير إخراج. Once again, I read the aphorism number 19. لا تطلب منه أن يخرجك من حالة ليستعملك فيما سواها فلو أرادك لاستعملك من غير إخراج. That is the aphorism. We are going to see some words that require clarification. One of it is ikhraj. Okay, ikhraj, yukhrijaka. Yukhrijaka yani yunkidaka, al-inqadh, safety. Okay, yukhrijaka, saved you. Okay, brings you out. Okay, yukhrijuka yani yunkidhuka. Yani to bring you to safety, to bring to safety. Halatin, yeah, halatin will also be mawqifin, a situation, a state, a condition. Okay. Liyasta'amilaka, yasta'amilaka here yani liyu'tika أو ليقضي لك دون ما أنت فيه دون الحال الذي أنت فيه to give you otherwise, to act with you otherwise, to judge for you otherwise. Okay. أرادك يعني لو أرادك, that is from irada. Okay, that is from Mashi'a to Mashi'atullah. Law sha'a laka. Okay, law sha'a laka. Yani law sha'a Allahu bi nafsihi. Yani in aradaka bi khairin afdalu ahsan mimma kunta fihi. If he has wished and desired for you what is better than the situation that you are in. Okay, so those are some of the words. And again, minhu here, minhu, the ha'u damir, okay, al-mufrad al-ghaib, ya'udu ala Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bimana la tatlub min Allahi an yukhrijaka min halatin liyasta'milaka fima siwaha. في حالة سواها فلو أرادك الله في حالة غيرها لاستعملكها من غير إخراجك من الحالة الحالية. Okay, so that is now we go with the translation. The translation goes thus: do not request from him to bring you out of a condition or situation that you are in, so that he would give to you, he will judge for you, he will act for you something different from the situation or condition you are in. For if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had wished to give you something other than what you are in now, he would have done that for you without necessarily bringing you out of that condition or situation. Okay? So very simply and directly, do not request him to get you out of a state so as to make use of you in a different one. For were he to desire so, he could make use of you as you are without taking you out. Again, do not request him to get you out of a state so as to make use of you in a different one. For were it to desire so, he could make use of you as you are without necessarily taking you out. Okay, so that is the translation literally and in brief. The conceptual meaning of this is Arida bi qada'illah. So being contented with the situation, with the judgment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Contentment with the condition that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala places us in. He has recorded from one of the popular and famous quotes from the Tariqah of Sufi that كل ما فعله الجليل فهو الجميل. كل ما فعله الجليل فهو الجميل. Whatever the majesty one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does, is the most beautiful that we could have, is the most preferable that we could have. So we couldn't have it more beautiful, better than what he has chosen for us, because he is the one that knows the forth and the back and the right and the left, the top and the below, and everything that surrounds us. He knows before we were, and he knows us when we are, and he knows when we were not going to be. So by that, كل ما فعله الجليل فهو الجميل. So this is the very close summary of it. كل ما فعله الجليل فهو الجميل. Whatever judgment that is passed by the majesty one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is the most beautiful that we could have. It's the most preferable that we could have at that particular moment. So here, many a time that we are in a situation or in condition, then we would pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to solve the situation for us, or to pass the cup above us or beyond us. The case here is actually that if لو كشف عنا الغطاء لاخترنا الواقع. If we are to be discovered, if our inner eyes are to be uncovered to see what is actually happening or going to happen, if we have had what we wanted, the way we wanted it, we would have actually preferred al-waqa, what is chosen for us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, meaning to say, when you are in a condition, when you are doing anything, any action or any deeds, either related to material world, or related to religious affairs, or in connection to the hereafter. So when you are in a situation or in a condition or in a work, in a particular work that you are doing, so do not wish that you are at another place. You are at another place or at another condition, or that better, other than that, because had Allah wished that another condition is better for you, another situation is better for you and good for you and more beautiful than the one you are, you would not necessarily ask him to take you out of it before he does it for you. Okay, and he could actually do it for you right at the position that you are without necessarily taking you out anywhere. Okay, for a good example, many a time we will be at a place, at a country, out of our home, and then we want to do something back home. We want to do this, we want to do that, we want to settle this, we want to settle that. Then we wish that, oh, had I been at home, at my hometown, I would have done this, I would have done that, I would have acted this way, I would have acted that. So that is not supposed to be. We were not supposed to be there. If we were supposed to be there, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have actually made us to be there without we necessarily wanting it. That is number one. Number two, whatever we would have wanted to do back home or anywhere else, so if this is actually in our favor, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have done it at the location that we are without necessarily taking us out to the location that we want. I mean, in the era of globalization and social medias, and the world has been a network world. So whatever you want to do could have been done online by transfer, by just passing other video calls, WhatsApp call, Telegram call, and all this. It could have been. So if Allah had wished that you are supposed to do a thing other than what you are doing, He would have paved the way for you without necessarily taking us out of the current condition or the current location or situation that we are in. So that is not just a very short message in there. Okay, for women seeking for the fruit of the womb. Okay, and everything is designed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, and well, we will be praying, supplicating to Allah to change our condition from good to better and from better to best, from the worst to from bad to the good ones. Okay, but at the same time, the answering of the prayer and the acceptance and the granting of it is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He owns the control. Okay, so very simply put, in whatever condition we are, we should either kuntafi amrin fa kunfi. Whatever we are doing, we should do it well and perform it well, as if we were not going to live at the next moment. For that is, of course, what Allah has chosen for us to do at that particular point in time. All right, so now we go into the interpretation of Sheikh Abdul Majid Ash-Sharnobi. He says, لا تطلب أيها المريد من الله تعالى أن يخرجك من هالة موافقة للشرع دنيوية كانت أو دينية لتوهمك أن غيرها أرقى منها لأنه تخيير على مولاك ولا خيرة لك في ذلك. So the meaning of this is that, O you beloved seeker of the truth, do not request from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to get you out of a condition or a situation or a location or a state that is in line, okay, that is in accordance with the legal issues, either be it on a dunya matter, on the temporal world, or on the religious matter. So do not request for a change of condition. لِتَوَهُّمِكَ أَنَّ غَيْرَهَا أَرْقَى لَكَ. أَرْقَى يعني أفضل. So for your assumption that something other than that is more preferable and better than it, and better than that for you. لأنه تخيير على مولاك. Doing so, okay, doing so is symbolic to you being choosy unto your Lord, choosing for your Lord, and thinking that you can force your request and demand on God to do what you want in line with your wish. So in actual sense, وَلَا خِيَرَةَ لَكَ فِي ذَلِكَ. There is no preference for you in that, because it is done according to the desire and wish of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. On the other hand, فَلَوْ أَرَادَكَ, okay, فَلَوْ أَرَادَكَ, if he had wanted you, if he had preferred you, if he had choosing, okay, أَيْ جَعَلَكَ مِنْ أَهْلِ إِرَادَتِهِ وَخَاصَتِهِ. So if he has preferred you to be in one of his beloved, okay, one of his important personalities, VVVIP, لست عملك استعمالا محبوبا عنده من غير إخراج من الحالة التي أنت عليها. So he would have related with you, okay, in a very beloved way, in a very beloving way, without necessarily taking you out of the present condition that you are in. So that is if it is if the situation and condition is legal, okay, is in accordance to the rules and regulation, okay, it is sensible and rational, okay, it is intellectual, so it is favorable, okay, it is not something that is out of Sharia. So that is the way. So you maintain the status quo. You choose what Allah has chosen to you. You prefer what Allah has preferred to you. But on the other hand, لو كانت الحالة غير موافقة للشرع. Yeah. If the situation or the condition is not in accordance to Sharia, to the rule and regulation, okay, to the laid down rules and regulations, either of Allah or of the community in which you are, فإنه يجب عليك المبادرة وطلب الإخراج منها. So on this case, it is important that you quickly demand to be taken out of it, والانتقال إلى غيرها, and to be taken to a better one. So you can pray over that, and you can exert effort on getting out of that. So that is no problem, and that is desirable. But if it is something that is legal, it's something that is religious, something that is according to the rules and regulation, you are not committing any crime, it is not against any laid down constitution, then choosing otherwise will mean that you are choosy, you are being choosy against the wish of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this can be buttressed through this poetic interpretation here. Okay, through this poetic interpretation, okay, saying that فَإِنْ أَقَامَكَ عَزِيمٌ لِمِنَّا في عمل موافق للسنة فهو مقامك الذي يليق بك فلا ترم خلافه بشهوتك. لو شاء ربنا العظيم المالك ومن له التصريف في الممالك لكنت في المطلوب من غير طلب فرض بحكم الله إلزام الأدب والزم الأدب فرض بحكم الله والزم الأدب. وإن أقامك هواء الطبع في عمل مخالف للشرع فبادر الخروج لا تماثل وقطع بسيف العزم كل هائلة. Okay. فإن أقامك عظيم المنة. عظيم المنة, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. يعني فإن أقامك الله في عمل موافق للسنة. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has destined you and placed you in a particular deeds, work, action, state, position, condition, which is in line with the sunnatillahi wa sunnati Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is legally, okay, either connected to temporal life or connected to religious aspect or connected to akhirah life. So if Allah has placed you on a condition or on a state which is in accordance to sunnah, which is rational, فَهُوَ مَقَامُكَ الَّذِي يَلِيقُ بِكَ. So that exactly is the situation and condition that is relevant to you. So that is the condition, that is the situation, that is the state and position, الَّذِي يَلِيقُ بِكَ, that is relevant and most favorable for you. فَلَا تَرُمْ خِلَافَهُ بِشَهْوَتِكَ. So do not wish other than that. Do not wish for anything different from that with your own lust, L-U-S-T, with your own lust, with your own selfishness and self-desire. لو شاء ربنا العظيم المالك ومن له التصريف في الممالك. If our Lord, the greatest, the owner and controller of everything, and the one who controls and directs all affairs, لو شاء, if he so wishes and desires, لكنت في المطلوب من غير طلب. You would have been at the required location that you actually wanted without you requesting for it. So that you are not there means that where you are is the best for you. فَرْضَ بِحُكْمِ اللَّهِ وَالْزَمِ الْأَدَبَ. So be pleased with the judgment of Allah, that is, accept the decision of God, وَالْزَمِ الْأَدَبَ, and be respectful, okay? Be in good relation, okay, in good conduct with your Lord. وَإِنْ أَقَامَكَ هَوَاءُ الطَّبْعِ فِي عَمَلٍ مُخَالِفٍ الشَّرْعِ مُخَالِفًا لِلشَّرْعِ. Okay, so if at other time, okay, on the other hand, هَوَاءُ الطَّبْعِ, the nature of man, okay, humanness, okay, manliness. So if the nature of man أقامك في عمل, placed you at a particular deed and condition, مخالف للشرع, which is different from which oppose and negates and contradicts that of the Sharia, فبادر الخروج لا تماثل. So in that case, بادر الخروج, يعني عجل الخروج, اخرج مستعجلا بسرعة. So فبادر الخروج, quickly get out, quickly seek an exit. لا تماثل, do not procrastinate. واقطع بسيف العزم كل هائل. So use سيف العزم, so the sword of desire and determination. Get the sword of determination, وَقْتَ كُلَّ هَائِلٍ, to break through all the walls, to break through all the barriers that could stop you from getting out of the unwanted situation and unshariatic condition. Okay, so that is the explanation from Sheikh Abdul Majid Al-Sharnobi. And in conclusion with this, we conclude with the statement that كُلُّ مَا فَعَلَهُ الْجَلِيلُ فَهُوَ الْجَمِيلُ. Whatever is destined and decreed by Allah the Majesty is the most preferable and the most beautiful for us. Well, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us one of his beloved servants and seeker of the truth, and may he accord us the reward of those who are doing things for his sake sincerely. Innahu ala dhalika qadir wa bil ijabati jadir, ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all forms of ibadah that we are able to do. They are just little. We do not have enough, we don't have strength to do that much. So we ask him to, in his bounty and majesty, to accept the little that we have done or that we could do with his majestic hand and majestic uh, position. He has power to do that. And we ask him to further shower blessing and mercy upon our noble Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam until we meet inshallah tomorrow in the next aphorism. I place you and myself under the protection and guide of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, under whose protection and guide nothing is missed and lost. أستودعكم ونفسي في رعاية الله الذي لا يضيع ودائعه والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.